What is going on, Rev Gang family? This is your boy T-REV, and today we are here to talk about the Idaho 4. Now, man, that, like I said, the court date was the other day, the 26th. The grand jury indictment, they didn't get it dismissed. None of that happened as they wanted it to happen. And kind of like we all knew, a lot of us knew that they weren't going to dismiss this. I mean, I've seen a lot of people thinking that they were, but I knew they weren't. A lot of you did too. But in general, you had the FBI showing up at the residence yesterday on Halloween of all days. Why are you guys there on Halloween? Am I bitching or being picky? Or all days you go to that house on Halloween? That baffled me a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand that, but yeah. Let's go. Look at that man over there. What were they doing yesterday at 1122 King Road? Why is the FBI back at the location?
KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley joining us now live from Moscow tonight, where the FBI has just left for the evening.
Well, since the trial for the Moscow murder suspect has been delayed indefinitely, the FBI is taking advantage of this extended time to gather measurements of their own of the home to construct a model. Now, throughout the day, we saw crews gathering images coming in and out of the home and even bringing out what's left over as far as personal belongings and moving them outside. The home where Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed 1 year ago still stands. Today, the plywood securing the windows and door of the house has been removed, and a specialized team with the FBI are on site collecting measurements and images. They launched a drone over the house this morning and appeared to be collecting images using 3D scanning technology. This will all be used to construct a model of the home. We won't learn much more about what the FBI is doing because it's still an ongoing investigation. So I asked Idaho's former state attorney general and county prosecutor, David Leroy, what he makes of this collection of evidence.
In this instance, it appears that the prosecutor is going to put some significant emphasis by virtue of a model and videos in terms of helping the jury understand how an alleged perpetrator might have moved through the house to get in, to go to whatever is alleged to be the first crime scene, to pass then to the second crime scene.
We noticed investigators are using Faro 3D laser scanners. The company's website says this technology can be used by law enforcement and prosecutors to reconstruct a crime scene and present it in the courtroom.
This is the diagram of today's courtroom. Everything you see here is measurable.
A demonstration video from Faro's website shows a few different ways to present the images, including a flyover view or virtual view of the scene.
But most importantly, you can create a specific viewpoint. What did that first responder see? What did that witness see? Or what could the witness maybe not see from that perspective?
It's not clear what version will be used in this case, but Faro's demonstration does give some insight into the possibilities. Now, in the meantime, the house will be re-secured once the FBI is done here as early as tomorrow. Now, the university says it still intends to demolish the home, but it does not plan to do that this semester.
We're coming up on the 1 year mark here of when, the Idaho 4 took place, which was on November 13th of 2022, and we're coming up on November 13th, 2023 very fast. The grand jury indictment shocked a lot of people. There's this evidence, the DNA evidence. There's a big argument about all this DNA evidence that's going on, right? They say that they have DNA evidence, but there's 2 pieces of DNA evidence in the house and 1 piece of DNA evidence that's outside that hasn't been accounted for. They're making an argument about that. I don't know if they're just picking at things or maybe that was identified, but this case is very hush-hush and we get minimal information from it. I watch a lot of these documentaries. I listen to a lot of the information that is funneled out through it, and I feel like all the journalists, etc., and people that are getting information are hearing, third party to fourth party information that is possibly either correct or absolutely wrong, which in reality, that makes that speculation, because if the only people who know the facts to this case are the victims and the victims' families that know the injuries that occurred to Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, Xander Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, you know, they know what happened to their babies, right? And they probably all got together and were able to see, you know, probably they know who is targeted. But I'm sure they're not out here telling people, hey, you know, we think that she was the, you know, they're not doing that. They're not sacrificing this case. They're seeing it to every end. And I commend those families for standing up and fighting and being able to push forward, and all different types of foundations out here for, you know, you got Ethan, Xana, there's no telling what's going on in Kaylee and Maddie's memory. It's grabbed my heart from the beginning. You know, you 4 young adults, 20 to 21 years old, and they're in the place that they believe is the comfort spot where they're supposed to be able to go and lay their heads. And you know, Ethan's coming over to stay the night with his girlfriend. Oh, this is a great spot to stay. And all of a sudden, some, you know, creep comes in and steals that from them? No. That's why this is a horrific story, and it captured the nation, the world. Like I said, we've had people from Bangladesh and all, you know, I've talked to all different types of people from around the world that have been interested in this case from the start. And there's still people that are interested in this case now. What is going to happen here? When is the trial of Brian Christopher Kohlberger going down? That's what we want to know. Are they demolishing this house? I don't think that they should. I still think that they should push off on demolishing the house. Now, we had put up a petition, and it's still out now. Yeah, I'll find it and try to pin it in the comments still, but we have a petition to keep that house up till after trial. And I think that we should keep it that way. Again, Rev Gang family, I hope that you guys had a wonderful Halloween. When is Brian Christopher Kohlberger's trial? That's what we want to know. Rev Gang family, make sure you guys drop your comments, thoughts, any concerns that you guys have with this whole entire case down in the comments below. I mean, on this channel, we've been following it almost for the whole entire, for this whole entire year. On November 13th, when it happened, I mean, I picked it up damn near the 14th, 15th, the next day, right up, a couple days right after that. Like I said, it's coming up on that year, and this case hits home on my channel and with me. Rev Gang family, again, make sure you hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. What is going to happen here? I love you guys. See you on the next one.